Hey guys, in this episode we're going to talk about using your vacation time and time to get your visa to travel.
Hi, I'm Joey. I'm an American from a small town in northeast Arkansas. But after growing up in the middle of nowhere and spending my 20s in New Orleans, Louisiana, I now live in Beijing, China. On this show, I interview other expats, talk about both the difficulties and the rewards of living abroad. Then I share my experiences living in a foreign country and traveling the world with you. This is my life abroad, China. In this episode, we're going to talk about going on a visa run to Thailand. This is my 1 year mark, and here I have to go and replace my M visa, which is my business visa, and get a Z visa, which is a working visa. That will be good for another year, only this time I don't have to leave the country every 3 months. So I can do a lot more traveling inside of China. Here we are in Bangkok, riding on the river taxi. It's just a small boat that travels up and down the river, stopping every couple bridges to let people on and off, just like a subway. This was a really good way to get around, a lot faster than some of the other types of transportation, like taxi, because the traffic is so bad. But that's because the water smelled so bad. It literally smelled like feces and raw sewage. This here is just a video showing the street right down from the hostel where we got off of the boat. And we walked down and we actually found a really nice temple right there, but I'm not sure if I have video of it. I'm going to try and put a little bit on it. But it was a sex temple. Here is a very popular market. It's only opened on the weekends. We just told the cab driver that we wanted to go to the weekend market. And they took us here. Now, the cab drivers here, they like to rip you off and not use the meter and charge you by whatever they want. But you have to tell them, no, pay the meter or agree on a cheaper price, because they will try to screw you over big time. All of the markets are the same. They all have the exact same items and merchandise all over Bangkok. But this is the largest market, and you can literally find anything and everything here. Great food, amazing prices, and everyone likes to haggle. This is Khao San Road. It's Bangkok's equivalent of Bourbon Street in New Orleans. It's amazing. Again, markets everywhere. You can find the exact same things that you can find in the weekend market. A lot of music, a lot of restaurants, and hundreds of people. This is actually where our second hostel was. We stayed right at the beginning of Khao San Road, which was really nice. But the music behind us kept us up until 3 a.m. almost every night. And when you're staying there for a month and a lot of the stuff you were doing is visa related, it can get a little frustrating. Now, every street is full of places to get a massage, spas, parlors. This is a foot fish massage or fish spa. They're trying to coax me into putting my feet in because of course, you don't know what it's like. You just know you're going to be putting your feet in water where fish are going to be biting you. They're literally going to bite the dead skin cells off of my feet. I already have a thing about people touching my feet, and I really, really don't like it. So the thought of putting my feet in the water where fish can bite my feet really, really freaked me out. He forces me in. I got a couple bites and scared me. Put them back in, and it's fine. Now, the feeling that they don't explain is it's exactly like your hand or your leg or your foot falling asleep. That tingling sensation. That's the exact same feeling that you get with the fish biting on you. No pain at all. And of course, they bite every part of you that is in the water. In between your toes, under your feet, on your ankles, on your legs. Any part that's submerged, they will bite. It left my feet feeling really nice. Not completely smooth, but nice. We booked a tour through Bangkok Day Tours. With that tour, we got a trip to the floating market, which is here. We're an hour and a half north of Thailand. Then we also went to the River Kwai Bridge, which is famous for its involvement in World War II with the Japanese. And we went for a swim and ride with elephants. Through Bangkok Day Tours, they said they were giving us a deal from their original 13,000 baht. We paid 9,000 baht for 2 people and thought we were getting a great deal. Then, as we were walking around Bangkok, I noticed that there's a lot of tour guides and travel agencies. If you stop in there into them, you can see the prices for these things. We could have done 2 trips, 2-day trips, to all of this, plus the Tiger Temple, plus the Erawan River or waterfalls, and a train ride for half of what we paid here. So I really, really do not suggest buying anything from Bangkok Day Tours and waiting until you get to Bangkok and booking your tours there. They're so much cheaper, and while it's not a lot, paying double for less than half of an experience of what you would get, paying half, is still crazy no matter how much it is. Of course, like I said, all the markets sell the same thing. Here, Ty needed to buy some flip-flops. As you saw, he's wearing boots. And to go ride elephants, that was a very bad idea. But we didn't bring flip-flops for him. So here he is buying flip-flops. He gave her a price, but he didn't haggle, and she accepted it immediately. And I was like, no, if she accepted it immediately, then it's too high. So I offered a price that was much lower, and she accepted it with 500 more than what I offered, which was fine. It was still a good price. And since she'd given us a good deal, I went ahead and bought some souvenirs for my mom. Everywhere I go, I try to buy her one souvenir and then also a refrigerator magnet and a postcard. Here I'm buying a vase for her that's all handmade in Thailand. Everybody will tell you whenever you buy something, you're going to haggle. Never pay asking price. Pay 70% of that. However, we bought a huge tapestry that was handmade, hand-stitched, with elephants and pearls. And they asked 4,000, and I said I would pay 1,000, and that was it. And they accepted it. So don't be afraid to just throw out a price. I thought they would say no, and I would just walk away. But they accepted it, so I, of course, bought it. And it's beautiful. We're going to give that to Ty's mom. Everywhere you go in Asia, there are going to be tourists galore, whether they're locals or foreigners. here in Bangkok, in Thailand, of course, they've got a lot of foreigners. So it's not as common to be stared at and have your photo taken if you're white as it is in places in China. But it still happens. And the the locals are really, really excited to help you in every way and to say hi and talk to you. Now this is the River Kwai Bridge. The River Kwai means the big river. But this one's special because it was built by prisoners of war when Japan came through Thailand to connect Burma in the Burma Railway. It's a beautiful, beautiful destination with a Chinese monastery on one side and a nice little restaurant on the other. Part of the day tour includes lunch at the restaurant. Really, really great food. It's set up buffet style. And it's just a really nice, relaxing day on the river. However, the tour guide didn't really tell us much about the bridge, other than standing in front of the plaque when we first got there. He didn't tell us much. He just, this is what it is, and that was it. And then he walked with us and took pictures with us over the bridge. This is the actual original bridge that was built during the war. Okay, that's it for part 1. Stay tuned if you want to see my excursions on the Erawan waterfalls, the Tiger Temple, and the elephant camp. All coming in part 2. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Until next time. 再见.